Hi, everybody. Ricky here, and my good friend Katie. And we're going to work into more back bends, more heart openers. Same basic flow as we did last week with what I call a hooked reverse warrior to help open up our shoulders. And working toward a wheel preparation pose today, or possibly full wheel. But I will get you warmed up for that. So we're going to start in Hero's pose today. So it's like she was reading my mind or something to help to open the front of the body, because a lot of times if we're trying to do back bends, it's the front of the body that we need to relax and prepare. A lot of times that will be kind of what's holding us back. So you can start the playlist now. And just close your eyes. And if you're not feeling anything in your quads, you're welcome to walk the hands back further. If you take that option, though, I'd like you to really pull your pubic bone up toward your navel. Some would say tuck the tailbone under. If you like, you can let the head fall back. Chin goes up, if you like. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit more so we can see more of Katie. There we go. And create your Ujjayi breath, an audible sound. Let's go ahead and workshop that a little bit. So please exhale for me. And inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause it, but don't hold it. And then exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause it, but don't hold it. And keep breathing just like that. Audible sound to your breath. Keep pointing your tailbone down, squeezing your bottom 2 front ribs into your body. And let's go ahead and move on. Go ahead and bring yourself forward and come into puppy pose. So it's like a child's pose, only the hips are further forward. And some of us will be able to get the chin on the mat. It kind of depends on how open your neck is. What I'll do now at this point in my life, I'll just stack my wrists and place my chin on top of my wrists if I want a little bit more of a neck release. So this is called Anahatasanam. And Anahata is your heart chakra. And it's one of my favorite things to talk about in practice is this wonderful, amazing, majestic heart chakra. So we have 3 lower chakras, largely about our emotional life, a sense of lack or abundance. I love my cat. I love my mom. I have healthy self-esteem or maybe not so healthy self-esteem. And these things can change in the moment. But the heart chakra is the gateway between these lower 3 chakras, more about the physical body, and the upper 3, which are all about our spiritual existence. So your breath will be a little bit more shallow in a back bend. I mean, Katie's in a nice deep back bend here. She looks pretty comfortable here. And if you're not, don't worry, I'm not either. And we got 2 more breaths before dolphin pose. And dolphin is like a down dog, only on your forearms. And let's go ahead and come up to dolphin. So parallel your forearms, and for most of us, it's going to mean we need to bring the thumbs out further and the elbows in closer. This is a great shoulder strengthener, upper body strengthener, and it also helps to open the shoulders. If you can imagine, if we were going to do wheel pose later, she's already in about half that shape. So we got 3 more breaths here. And if Katie wants, if you like, you can lift both elbows at the same time to downward facing dog, or you can do one at a time. And let's let it happen. Come on up to down dog. Bring your hands out where you normally would for down dog. Spread your fingers nice and wide. I'm going to create a nice firm foundation. Press out any bubbles that are under your hands. And if you want to pedal it out, you're welcome to pedal it out and kind of explore here. Katie looks pretty comfortable. She's in my classes quite a bit, so she knows that I nag to try to lift the toes here in your down dog. So press down to the heels, lift the toes, lift your pelvic floor muscles, and squeeze these bottom two front ribs into your body. So it's an active resting posture. Is she still with her Ujjayi breath? Lift your hips up toward the ceiling to keep your heels down low. And on your inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, ragdoll. So sides of the feet parallel to the sides of your mat. Soft neck. She's got a nice little bend in her knees. That way she can keep her lower back nice and safe. And imagine your glutes are on the wall behind you and you're trying to slide them up the wall. Just strengthen your glutes here. Heel toe your feet to wherever you like to practice. And roll on up. Hands at your heart center. Close your eyes. Lift your toes. And energetically, without scooting your heels, draw them in toward each other just a little bit, just enough that your quads engage. Keep your bondage, your pelvic floor, bottom ribs squeeze toward each other. And let's move, guys. Float the toes down. Breathe in, mountain pose. Take a few breaths here. Continue to press down with your feet. All our postures are built upon mountain pose. So mountains are strong, stable. And when the arms reach up, a lot of times the bottom ribs want to poke out, so Katie's going to keep pulling her ribs in. Breathe in here. Exhale, forward fold. Look up as you come down. It's going to keep the back flatter. Breathe into half lift, and we'll take a few breaths here. So she's got that nice little back bend in her back, and she's experienced and wise enough to know, have a little bend in her knees to do that. It's going to really protect your back. Breathe in here. And exhale, step back to plank. Keep breathing. Try to use more than just your arms and shoulders for support here. So your legs can support you. Rotate your inner thighs up toward the ceiling. Bring the heels forward and make sure the quads are engaged. Energetically pull your hands down toward your feet and you'll feel the core engaging here. It doesn't really want to do that, at least most of us. I know for years I was really core lazy in my practice. Hopefully not so much now though. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Elbows stay in. Point your toes back and breathe into little baby cobra. So she's got a nice back bend here already. She's pretty back bendy. Use your back more than your glutes. No wrinkles in the back of the neck. She's got a nice neutral neck here. Nice parallel feet. Breathe in here. Exhale, release down to your chest. It's your choice. Inhale to tabletop or plank. It's always a heart-based practice. So just follow your heart here, not your mind. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift, strong glutes pulling her tush up. Exhale, fold. Glutes stay strong here. Breathe in, head first, mountain pose. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Head's the last thing to come down. Keep looking up as you come down. It's going to remind the back to stay flat. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, right foot to the back, low lunge. Breathe here. Pull your left hip back. So Katie's pretty strong. She's got her fingers floated up off the mat. A lot of us will just keep our fingertips on the mat though. You're still opening the hip. Everything's working just fine here. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower your knee and slide it back a couple of inches. And breathe into crescent moon. Ribs and arms reach up. If your shoulders don't like this, just bring your hands interlace to your thigh. So invite a back bend here. Spread your fingers really wide if you're extending them over your head. And every time you inhale, try to get a little taller in the spine and lunge a little deeper forward into the right hip flexors. Perfect, Katie. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands to your mat. Inhale, lift the back knee. And exhale to your forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, left foot to the back, low lunge. You can breathe with your knee off the mat. And on your next exhale, lower your knee. Slide it down a little bit, or I should say slide it back a little bit. And inhale, come on up to your version of Crescent Moon. If you do reach your arms up, pull them down into the shoulder sockets. Invite a lift in the sternum, a little tuck of the tailbone. And again, squeeze the bottom front ribs in. It's going to really bring more attention, more intention to what you're doing. Let's take 2 more breaths here. On your exhale, reach your hands down to your mat. Breathe in, lift your knee. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift, strong tush. Exhale, fold. Lift the head first, then the heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Nice, Katie. Really nice. Exhale, fold. Look up as you come down. Head's the last thing to fall. Way to move slow. Breathe in, halfway up. Exhale, right foot back. We're going to flow through this one time. Go ahead and lower the knee. Breathe in, come up. Exhale, hands down. Use the inhale to lift your knee. And exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, half lift, shoulder squeeze for each other. Exhale, left foot back, lower the knee. One breath brings you up. Exhale, hands down. Breathe in, lift your knee. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway up. There's a change. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows in. Breathe into upward. Another big back bend, heart opener. Exhale, down dog. Roll over the toes if you can. They probably won't break. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. We're going to flow through this. Breathe in, right arm forward and up. Breathe here. Lift your left hip. It tends to collapse down here. Long, strong back leg. Fill up here. Exhale, vertical twist. Keep the arms where they are and rise on up. Little tuck of the tailbone can help a little bit. Spread your fingers really wide, or you can squeeze them together. And if you want to go a little further, try to look back at your right thumb. Exhale here. Inhale, exalted warrior, back hand to the back hamstring. And what I like to do here is I like to get my left hand on my right hand on the outer edge of my back thigh. And it helps me feel a little more confident in this posture. And I get in a little bit deeper too. Breathe in here. There's a small, subtle cue. Exhale, lift your heel a little bit higher. And inhale to crescent lunge, arms up. So in a moment, I'll ask you to hook your fingers. And it's going to look like this, not like this. So like this. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands to prayer behind your head. We'll take a couple of breaths here. More than likely, your bottom ribs just poked out, so squeeze them back in. Keep your back heel high and forward. Exhale here. And here's that hooked reverse we were talking about. Inhale, hooked reverse warrior. So your right elbow will go up. So she's got a really nice stance for her reverse warrior. And then she just puts a different frosting on the cake by hooking the elbows. Keep pulling your ribs in. Breathe in here. Exhale to your side angle, but reach both arms forward. And try to twist your ribs to the left here. You're going to feel a little bit heavier, strengthening your obliques. If you want to up level a little bit, hands can come a little bit closer together. Palms facing each other, of course. We got 2 more breaths here. Breathe out to prepare. Inhale, hooked reverse warrior. Just 1 breath here. And exhale, take it down to your chaturanga. Try to breathe into up dog. That's an easy one to kind of pass by. And exhale to down dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, left arm forward and up. Breathe here. Palm will face whatever wall you may be facing. It's kind of like a high five. 2 more breaths as she lifts her right hip a little bit more. Breathe in here. Exhale, vertical twist, come on up. So try to get that really vertical. When we come up to vertical twist, sometimes we're kind of leaning forward like this, so try to really bring it back. Exhale here. Inhale, exalted warrior. Back hand to the back hammies. And if you can, reach the left arm around to the side of your right thigh. Again, it can help stabilize you a bit. Confident chin. Feel free to lift it. Keep squeezing your ribs in. It'll stabilize you as well. Breathe in. Exhale, lift your heel a little bit higher. Perfect, Katie. Inhale, sweep your arms up for crescent lunge. Back heel forward. And press into the knuckle of your front big toe. Kind of ground that down a little bit. And if you can, try not to squeeze the mat with your front toes. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands behind your head. Take a couple of breaths and keep sucking your ribs in. Exhale here. Inhale, hooked reverse warrior. And again, the hook is like this, not like this. Perfect. Just do that little audit, see if your ribs poked out. Tuck your tailbone under just a little bit. Try to lift the arch of your back foot. Breathe in. Exhale, side angle, and reach your arms forward. Try to bring your right shoulder behind you a little bit more. Rotate your front knee to the left. Exhale here. Breathe into hooked reverse. And exhale, take it down to your vinyasa. Exhale as you get halfway down, and then inhale to upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. And let's flow that, guys. Feel free to turn the music up a little bit if you like. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step through. Inhale, right arm forward and up. Exhale, vertical twist, rise on up. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, lift your heel. So you almost couldn't, it was up high already. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands fall behind you. Keep your ribs in. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Exhale to your side ankle, reach forward. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Exhale, take it down. Lungs empty as you reach the halfway down point. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. So good, Katie. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step through. Breathe in, left arm forward and up. Exhale, vertical twist. Breathe in, exalted warrior. Exhale, lift your heel. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, hands behind you. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, reverse with your hooks. Exhale, take it down. Breathe into upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. One more time each side. Breathe in, right leg. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, right arm forward, then up. Exhale, rise up. Breathe in, exalted. Exhale, lift your heel, squeeze your ribs. Breathe in, reach your arms. Exhale, hands behind. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Exhale to your side angle, right knee to the right, a little bit more. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Exhale, take it down. Chaturanga. Heart-based practice, feel free to skip chaturangas. I skip them all the time. Float a down dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, right, left arm forward and up. Exhale, rise up. Breathe in, exalted. Strengthen your hips, it will help. Exhale, lift the heel. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands behind. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Exhale, reach for your last side angle. Inhale, hooked reverse. And exhale, take it down and do you here. If you do take a chaturanga, try to get that inhale to the upward facing dog. And exhale, hips back. Inhale, lift your heels. And exhale, bring your knees down to your mat. And get back into hero's pose. And feel free to walk back. So she was already pretty open for this. So we won't stay here all this long for this one. Remember the pubic bone. Try to keep lifting it up toward your chest. Head can fall if you like. And if you feel a slight little tightness in the back of your neck, it can sometimes help to extend the lower jaw up just a teeny bit. Doesn't take much to relieve a little bit of pressure back there. Might even make the breath a little easier as well. And let's walk it forward. Lie down on your belly for floor bow. So bend your knees. And if it's accessible, try to find the inner parts of your feet. Keep your knees close together. It's going to help your sacral area. And as you inhale, push your feet in to your hands and lift your chest. Try to keep your knees being real friendly here. She's got a nice neutral neck. She's not cranking her neck up. Maybe flex your toes to bring a little bit more attention to what you're doing. And I'd like to press my thumbs into the arch of my foot in this myself. Breathe in. And exhale, release. Windshield wiper if it feels good. And when you're ready, let's meet in down dog. Reestablish your breath. Audible sound, little pause at the top and the bottom. Back to our flow. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, right arm forward and up. And exhale, vertical twist. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, lift your heels, suck your ribs in. Breathe in, arms up, crescent lunge. Here's the change. Exhale, revolve lunge to your right. So your left hip will tend to collapse down a little bit. Try to encourage it to keep lifting. Katie's doing a nice job. Relax your shoulder blades toward each other. And if they will relax down your back a little bit, let that happen. Breathe out here. Engage your hips. Get strong. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, eagle your right arm under the left. Breathe into your back bend. Lift the chest. And exhale, launch forward to warrior three with eagle arms, what we call around here threegle. If you can, create a little bit of a back bend here as well. So try to lift the leg, spread your toes, and maybe lift the shoulders a little bit. Any one of those can throw your balance off, and that's okay. You know, everybody falls out of these things. Yogis just get back in. Very nice. Exhale here. Breathe in one leg mountain, unwind your arms. And exhale, dancer. So reach down, find the inside of your foot. Notice how she's got the soft part of her elbow facing away from her. Start with your thighs together and push straight back. As much as possible, left shoulder forward, left shoulder down. Excuse me, left hip down. Strong leg will help steady you here, and I mean the kicking leg. Prepare with an exhale. Inhale, one leg mountain. Good save there, Katie. And exhale, step way back to airplane crescent. Airplane crescent. Sorry if that wasn't clear. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands behind your head. Inhale, hooked reverse. And here's a change. It's exhale, windmill all the way down to chaturanga. So this is how we're taking this a little bit different than last week. We did a balancing half moon last week. But this particular flow, like any flow, opens up the body, prepares it for several different peak postures. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, send it through, low lunge. Breathe in, left arm forward and up. Exhale, vertical twist. Breathe in, exalted warrior. Exhale, lift your heel. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, revolve lunge to your left, and we'll take several breaths here. So confirm that sometimes when we get the right elbow on the left thigh, we start to pull the thigh over to the right. It starts to kind of get the knee past the ankle. So try to make sure your knee stays over the ankle here. Two more breaths. So start to engage your glutes and your hips for a firm foundation when you come up to crescent lunge. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms up. So she's moving with her breath. I love that she's falling behind me. I love that. Exhale, left arm under the right. Breathe in, lift your chest. And exhale, warrior three, eagle arms. Try to lift the shoulders, lift the legs, if at all possible. Nice line, Katie. Last two breaths here. On your next inhale, one leg mountain. Take it your breath, your heart, your pace, your cadence. And exhale, dancer. Again, Find the inside of the foot. So the way I remember to do this is I flower my chest open, then I find my foot. So ideally, we want to keep our hips closed in this position. It is really, really not easy. There's a pretty well-known yoga teacher, Jason Crandall, here in the US. He wrote an article last year, Why is dancer so bleeping hard? There's a lot going on in this posture. Exhale here. Inhale, one leg mountain. And exhale, step back. Airplane crescent. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, hands behind your head. Breathe in, hooked reverse warrior. Last one. And exhale, take it down. Chaturanga or not. Flow to your down dog. Breathe in, lift your heels. And actually, let's do that different. Lower your heels, please. Inhale, lift your right leg. And exhale, half pigeon. So I'll give you an option here. You can crawl forward if you like, or if you want to stay upright and reach back for a quad stretch, you can do that as well. So this is what the forward fall would look like. And could you please demo the quad stretch for me in case? So she would reach up and back and pull the foot toward her hip. You take whichever option you like. You as well. If you're reclining forward, if you want to take a little self-adjustment, curl your back toes under, just kind of urge your leg forward. And you can either hold that there or just relax the foot again. Maybe stack your hands and place your forehead on it, or maybe you have a block at home. And if you walked forward, go ahead and walk back up. And make your way to three-leg dog. Anything that feels good here is exactly what you should do here. So she's got a nice wide opening of the hips here. And meet in down dog. And we're just going to do the one side today. Just kidding. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, half pigeon. Just take whatever version you like, Katie. And you at home as well. So I love heart openers, these the back bends that we do. Each chakra has a front and a back to it. And if you're looking at the front, it spins this way. And if you're looking at the back, it spins to the right as well. So they're going the opposite directions. And this magnificent heart chakra is the springboard. It's the gateway to the upper chakras. Through that liberating current that moves from down up. And there's another current that moves up, down, called a manifesting current. Like that's what we're doing here in physical. We're spirit, we're soul manifesting into physical. So my favorite stuff to talk about. Because I didn't used to believe in this stuff. And then some really crazy woo-woo stuff happened to me some years ago. And blew my mind. And come on back up, Katie. Work the three-leg dog. Do whatever feels good. And when you're ready, down dog. And just bring your knees down to your mat. Have a seat. Just take a seated forward fold here. Just you can take it active or passive. So one of my favorite ways to do this is passive. Is just lift my knees and sweep my arms under. Katie's going for a little more active forward fold. That's great. Pull your toes back up toward your knees. if you're taking the active version. Let's take 2 more breaths. And come on back up. Bend your knees a little bit and roll down to your back. We'll work toward a wheel preparation. So we'll take 2 of these. Let's do a bridge first. So bring the soles of your feet to your mat. And I like to pigeon toe my toes a little bit closer together. It helps me to keep my knees from flying out away from each other. Exhale to prepare. And inhale, lift your hips. Tuck your tailbone under. Kind of tuck your tush under. And she's going for what I call super bridge, is my favorite in this position. So you may need to lift your heels so you can get your arms underneath you, kind of like the sassy hands on your hips. She's pretty back bending though. She makes this look pretty easy. If you can, work the hands under there. You don't have to work to hold yourself up anymore because your forearms will do that. Breathe in here. And exhale, release. Sometimes it feels good to windshield wiper here. And we'll do 1 wheel prep. So reach your arms up over your head, fingers point toward your shoulders. The closer your heels are, the bigger the back bend, but the harder it is to get up. And inhale, lift and come up. So the first 6 inches is the hardest in wheel. Once you get up past that, you get a lot lighter. Parallel your feet, so toes closer together. Last 2 breaths, suck your bottom ribs into your body. So beautiful, Katie. Breathe in here. And exhale, release. Which when you're in your wheel, you have to release. So she's windshield wipering, just bringing some softness to her back. And it's time for supine twist, guys. Extend your left leg, bring your right knee in. Give it, as you inhale, give it a little squeeze. And as you exhale, roll over to your left hip and center your hips on the mat, which means you probably want to slide the hips over to the right a couple of inches. If you have an assistant in the room, lower the lights now. Relax your belly. If your arms go out wide, you might feel a softness in the chest. Palms should be up if your right arm or both arms go out. And come on back to center. Give yourself a knee squeeze, reset everything. And extend your right leg. Bring your left knee in. Breathe in. And exhale, let it fall to the right. One or both arms can go out. For a lot of people, it's most comfy to have a goalpost left arm. Just do you. And when we are authentic like that, and we have a heart-based practice or a heart-based life, things get so much lighter. The mind likes heavy things. It likes to exercise and be strong. And your heart is so strong that it not concerned about any of that. Only our minds want to be right. The heart is always right. Come on back to center. Last knee squeeze. Happy baby if you like. And set up for Savasana. First thing, stretch out really long and elevate your heart. So walk your shoulder blades a little closer together. So try to find the Goldilocks spot with your shoulder blades. For me, I like to bring them a little closer together and then slide them down toward the hips and just kind of work around till I find that, oh, there it is spot. Lift your hips slightly and tuck your tailbone forward. Heels out as wide as your mat. Try to soften your eyes. Let them be heavy in the sockets. Belly lifts and falls as you breathe. Try to soften your ears. The little webbing, the skin between your fingers and toes. And I'll bring you out in just a little bit. And begin to observe your breath. Just reminding ourselves that we have a heart-based practice. And so if you do decide to start moving your body in some way, try to keep the stillness of your Shavasana and let the heart request the body to move instead of the mind starting to say, move this, move that. So when we move from the heart, we usually move slower. Katie had a nice relaxed practice today. She was falling behind, working her own breath instead of breathing as fast as I was cueing, and I love that. I mean, she's got an authentic practice to herself. Bring a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly. And the hand to the belly reminds us that we have a mind and a body. We're not our mind and body, but we have a mind and a body. And the hand to the heart reminds us that we are a soul, a spirit. And this is what our practice is designed to do, is to integrate these three things, mind, body, and spirit. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. And at least metaphorically connecting our mind to our heart more, bring your thumbs down to your chest, your heart chakra. And connecting the heart to the mind more, thumbs go back up to the forehead. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here with us, guys. Namaste. Hey. Have a wonderful day, guys. My name's Ricky. This is my friend Katie. And hope to see you down in KC or up in Des Moines sometime. Bye, guys.